We're up to Route 104 and our mission to paint the entire Hoenn region. This is painting number 6, so let's get to it. Thumbnail time, let's go. This time around, I wanted to mix things up a bit. The previous paintings have had two major things in common: top-down camera angles and heavy use of lime green, so I really wanted to break away from that. I half succeeded? Hard habits to kick, I guess. I did a handful of thumbnails. I was thinking about going with a really low camera angle, but I also wanted to show everything in the area clearly. Mr. Briney's house gets a little in the way of the forest for that bottom left thumbnail to work, so I ended up going with the one right in the middle. It's a little lower than usual, so it'll do. For the future paintings though, I'm going to start really pushing things. I'm going to lock out whole sections of the color wheel and maybe do some more comic styled paintings where I fill a page with different panels of the area instead of just working away at one large zoomed out image. I realized pretty early on that I've been leaning on that mega saturated green way too heavily, so I wanted to dial that back. Now that color there, yeah, it's still green, but it's not another lime green, so I tried, okay? Nah, once I noticed that I was still leaning into a lot of the same colors as usual, I started to push away from them more, so as we go you'll see it slowly start to shift. There's a lot more red and blue this time around. I really like how the house came out in this one. At about this point in the painting, I started thinking, that house looks better than something I can actually paint, so it's all downhill from here. Luckily, that ended up actually not being true, and this painting's easily my favorite in the series so far. I don't know why I like that house so much. If you zoom in at all, you can see just how messy it really is, but there's something about it, it's just got a good vibe. Getting better at art is, weird. I don't know what your experience has been like, but for me, getting good at art has never been something I can actually see or feel in real time. It's only ever something I notice looking back over the long term of the journey. Like, if I look at 10 sketchbooks ago or paintings from a year ago, then I can see it, but I never feel like I've really leveled up at all right after doing studies or anything. Obviously I do learn from them, but it just feels like in art, those lessons take hundreds of hours to actually sink in before you can see yourself using that stuff. Like, compared to any other skill, I can sit down at the piano and after an hour have learned a whole chunk of a new song, or if I'm editing a video and don't know how to use layer masks, I can look up a YouTube tutorial and get the answer. Maybe the difference is just in how I'm measuring things. The learning a new song or editing trick is maybe more analytical, like it's a set of instructions that you follow to get to some sort of end result. But then drawing isn't so much about the end result, and yet I'm here trying to measure it somehow. I don't know, this is something I think about a bit, but I don't really know where the train of thought leads. So what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on this stuff? It'd be nice to just follow a perspective tutorial, draw 50 or so boxes, and then feel an instant level up, but it just doesn't work that way. Oh well, it's still fun, so it doesn't matter. Maybe if I was comparing to improvising with music, it'd be a closer parallel, because then it's got the same thing going on where it's all about muscle memory and intuition. I don't know, end of that train of thought. I like in all these zoomed out paintings going through and adding in Pokémon and people at the end. They've all got this thin black outline that separates them a bit from the world, and it kind of makes it feel like an MMO. All these people running around in-game, doing their own thing, catching fish, just sitting out in the sun with their shroomish, you know, just doing whatever. Having fun, all playing the same game with other people around. Thinking about it makes me want to do more game design projects, so maybe I'll do another one sometime. Game design makes for really fun art projects for some reason. I guess because each design is a small piece of the larger world, kinda like what I'm doing here with this Hoenn series, I guess. Yeah, okay, I'm out. Catch you later, bye.